Heyman as well as Sharmila. So let's get going with the queries quickly then. This one is from Prateek, and he's saying that he holds 50 shares of HUL, which he's purchased at 2,260 rupees per share. He wants to know what's the future prospect looking like for HUL. Should I hold the counter for the longer term or switch to some other FMCG counter? Sharmila, his view is for the next 10 to 15 years. So you think does it make sense for him to stay put with HUL?
I think this is one of the stocks that deserves to be in your portfolio. So if 5-10 years is the kind of horizon that you're looking at, then an FMCG like HUL is a very good fit, and I would completely recommend that he stays invested.
Okay, Heyman, the question is on IGL, and we've got Sunil writing in from Muscat. And he's asking whether this is something that one can buy based on the technicals. What would you say?
If it's a short-term move, Alex, then it's a buy with a stop loss of 380. It's in a downtrend, intermediate downtrend, longer-term downtrend also, short-term oversold. So we are playing for a small bounce if that's the way you're looking at it. Stop loss of 380. A close above 410 would take it higher. Otherwise, it's going to flounder at these levels, Alex.
Okay, Sharmila, this one is for you. Padma is saying that she has 100 shares of Prince Pipes, which she purchased at 650 rupees per share. She wants to know whether she should sell, hold, or switch to metal counters like GMDC or Tata Steel.
Well, Prince Pipes has reported a very good set of numbers, and also as a sector, they have got some benefits from the budget. Now, whether you should buy a metal play in place of a pipe is, there's no real match in terms of it's comparing apples and oranges. I do like metals as a sector, but I think given the fact that Prince Pipes is trading at a decent level and the numbers have been good, I think there is an upside in this counter, so I would recommend a hold.
All right, the next question that we have is from Suresh from Bengaluru, and he's looking at Indus Towers, and he's wondering whether it can be bought at the current levels, Heyman, for small to medium gains. I do not know what that means, but on the charts, can it currently be bought?
8 weeks and counting, Alex. It's a slow-moving stock. Has gone nowhere. Range is 240 and 278. So frankly speaking, I don't see any buy signals. But if we were to insist on a trade, it would make sense to buy it at the supports at around 240 for a bounce. Currently, it's midway in the range, so no technical buy signals as of now, Alex.
Right. This one is coming in from Vijay Lakshmi. Wants to know whether it's the right time to enter Godrej Properties for the longer term. Do you think now is the right time? Sharmila, we've seen that sharp downtick on the Godrej Properties today on back of what they've announced. Do you think it's the right time to enter the counter for the longer term?
So I think that this kind of fall is giving you a perfect opportunity to enter. I personally quite like the numbers. Probably their announcement to have that, whatever that investment or tie-up with DB Realty hasn't done the stock any good. But I mean, it's in terms of numbers and the kind of projects that they have delivered in the past make me very comfortable with Godrej Properties. So I would think that this has given you a very good level to really enter the stock, and I think it should bounce back from the levels that it is currently trading at.
Okay, we've got a question coming in from N. Chandrasekharan, and he's asking about Dabur. He's bought at an average cost of 600 rupees per share, and he's not too happy with the way that the stock is moving in the recent past. He's got a view for 6 months. Should he hold on? Should he average at this point?
As of now, it's a hold. It's been in a downtrend for 6 months. Maybe it's a bit late in the day, but honestly, I don't think it was a buy. We are in an intermediate downtrend. We're bouncing back. Firstly, I think it's a hold. Average would need some more time price adjustment. Currently, I'm not sure it's an average, but it's a distinct hold. Stop loss of 527. I think it should gravitate towards 572 and 590 over the next 4 to 5 weeks, Alex.
Okay, Sharmila, this one is from Krishna Prasad, and he's purchased Graphite India at the price of 730 rupees per share, and he's incurred a loss of about 20,000 rupees. He wants to know whether he should switch to a banking stock or stay invested in Graphite India for the longer term.
See, once again, I don't like this comparison, because obviously graphite, first of all, it is a sort of a high beta play within the mid-cap space. There were things that went wrong for this as a sector in terms of pricing, etc. globally. Now things seem to be getting back on track. Let's not forget that I think in this past maybe there was a big fancy for both these graphite plays, HEG as well as Graphite India, and they'd gone through the roof. Then they sort of came back to reality, and now they are finding their way back up again. Because others, not just globally prices have improved, but also this whole EV play electric vehicle angle play has come into the space. So my guess is that this, I like this as a sector, but my guess is that this will sort of be a little volatile. When it comes to banks, I think I do like private banks as a play, because this quarter they've really delivered a very good set of numbers, whether it's an ICICI Bank, whether it's an HDFC Bank. So obviously, I think they need to find a space in your portfolio. But if you want a high beta sort of a mid cap play, then graphite's a good name to stay invested in.
Okay. The next question is coming in on RCF. I'm just pulling up the share price. It's currently trading with gains of about 0.5% or so, trading at around 78 rupees. We've got a question coming in from Delhi, from Aditya, and he's bought at levels of 85.4. He's wondering whether average at this point. Heyman, any idea on the charts whether he should do so?
12 months in a sideways movement, Alex. Honestly, not much to go on. I can give him the levels though. I think 68 is the level to watch on the downside, 90 on the upside. So after 12 months of a sideways movement within this range, Alex, until there is a breakout on either side, I'm not saying there's a downward breakout, but unless there's a breakout above or below this trading range, it means nothing. So I'm not sure if there is an average needed at this point in time. If he has to do anything, though it may be a bit late, I think when it closes about 90 and sustains, I think that's where he can add. Then he'd be seeing 105 sooner than later. But currently, I don't see any reason to average, Alex.
All right, I think it's time to start the rapid fire segment. And gentlemen, this is Sharmila, apologies for that. This is where we keep the questions short and the answers shorter. The first question coming in from Bharat from Hyderabad. He's asking about Trent. This one's for you, Sharmila. Holding at levels of 1,202. Does he keep holding?
You can continue to hold Trent.
That is from Edwin. He's holding 50 shares of RK Forgings, purchased at 1,100 rupees per share. What's your view on this stock, Heyman? What should he do?
Hold, stop loss 920, target 105.
Heyman, Vodafone idea. Sudha wants to know whether to hold for a year.
Stop loss of 10, high risk hold, better about 12.6.
Okay, Soumitra wants a view on alkyl amines at current levels. Should he go ahead and buy this particular counter? What's your take, Sharmila?
Yes, I think you can buy at this level. Overall, this is a sector that I like, so alkyl amines can be bought at.
Heyman, would you sell IEX? I'm not really sure about the buy price, but is there potential for downside from this point?
It's been flat for 3 months. Not much. Only a close below 220 could drag it lower.
Right. Abhijit is asking if it's right time to go ahead and buy Nestle India at current levels for the longer term. What's your take, Sharmila?
Once again, like HUL, Nestle is one of the sort of FMCG, global FMCG companies that should form part of your portfolio. So yes, I think you can go ahead and buy this.
What about Tech Mahindra, Sharmila? Would you buy for the long term? We've got a question on that.
I prefer mid-cap IT, but yes, Tech Mahindra has given good numbers, so yes, you can buy this.
All right, and with that, we come to the end of the rapid fire. Thank you so much, Sharmila, as well as Hemant, for joining us on the show, talking about ITC, telling our viewers your views on that, as well as helping them resolve their queries with regards to individual stock names. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And for our viewers, we're slipping into a short break right now, but stay tuned, more on the other side, so don't go anywhere. Here's an
listed
update.
company, we have access to capital, we have great brands.
No, beautiful question. Yeah, I can tell